Hi angels. So listen, this video ended up going a lot longer than I anticipated, but I just wanted to make sure that I got everything in there. At the end, I kind of added some more information that I found out, and I kind of went off track a little bit talking about assholes and my son and the Dick from Hell Ford, who is the mayor of Toronto. And, anyways, I just wanted to make sure you got all the information you needed, and information keeps coming in throughout the day. So I'll have more information to update for you tomorrow. Plus, I'll be uploading a couple of my life book series. There's 6 weeks. So tomorrow I'll be uploading definitely week 1, possibly week 2. And then I'll be posting them daily after that. So I've got a few extra videos that I've already done. So I've got a lot of videos come out in the next week. So um, stay tuned. Okay. So hopefully you'll stick around. If you want to like just see certain parts of the video, that's fine. I'm hoping you'll watch it all the way through because there is some good information there. It just kind of gives you an idea of what's going on here in Ontario. Well, Canada, here mostly Ontario, but some BC. So, anyways, if you want to hear what's going on as far as the coronavirus here in Canada, then stay tuned. And again, I will keep you posted every day, okay? Please, please, please stay safe. Mama Bear loves you. Talk to you soon. Hello, my angels. So, I just want to do an update on the coronavirus. I don't know a whole lot about it, but I just know a good amount what's going on in my area. So this is mostly for people in my area, but it's also for people everywhere to know what's going on in other parts of the country, or towns, um, and it's also for anybody to ask questions. I'm doing a lot of research on it, so if there's something that you guys can't find you want to know about, just let me know in the comments and I'll find out for you. I'm just trying to keep updated as much as I can, and I've made some of my own decisions about this regarding Aislinn and I. No, I don't have the virus. I'm sure for those of you that have been with me for a while, I seem to always have this. And I've come to the conclusion that I am a health nut. I work out, I eat really good, I take really good care of myself, I take vitamins, and it's my house, it's our apartment. Um, I do have allergies, but it's definitely, we live in a crappy apartment, and it's it's got old paint. It's a really old apartment, and I just think there's like mold inside the walls. So I'm hoping in the next 6 months um, to get a better place. So, anyways, okay, so we're in North Bay, Ontario. The the most of people affected in Canada um, is in Ontario, but it's mostly in Toronto. Um, there was, I wanted to make sure I wrote everything down. So there were, as of right now, there's 60 cases. There was 58, I believe, but the Prime Minister's wife, Sophia, and a baby have contracted the illness. And 5 of them have been resolved. There is now 54 confirmed cases, and 536 are under investigation. I live in North Bay. There's a town called Sudbury that's about, I believe it's about an hour from here. I go to Canadore College. Um, 5 employees from different departments at the college have been sent home because they were at a meeting in Toronto. They have not been diagnosed or anything. They're working from home right now. They're self-isolating for 14 days just to be on the safe side. One of the people that was at the meeting, not including the 5, but there was another gentleman that was there with them. He did contract it. He is from Sudbury, so they're keeping an eye on themselves. All the schools in Ontario, all the publicly funded schools in Ontario have been shut down. So today was the last day of March break. I kept Aizen home anyway since it was the last day. So they have a week for March break. They are also home an additional 2 weeks. So, which means I can't afford a babysitter. The only reason I'm able to go to school, there's only a few days a week where I'm in school after the hours Aizen's in school, where I do need a babysitter. I have a couple of night classes, and then there's a couple days where I work part-time at the college. I was able to do that because I have funding for respite. I ran out, but because of the severity of Aizen's disorder, they gave me an extra $1,000 for emergency funding for respite. As of today, we just depleted that. So I don't have any more funding coming in till April, and I can't afford out of pocket. We were getting, because there's a strike going on with the teachers right now, whatever days the school was closed due to the strike, I would get, because Aizen has special needs, I would get $40 a day. They're taking our kids out, which for safety, and I totally get that they're going to be out of school for an extra 2 weeks. So that's 3 weeks. Parents, especially parents like me who can't afford babysitters, what are we supposed to do? From what I was also told, and I know I'm jumping back and forth, I just want to make sure I have everything. Well, real quick, I'll go back to Canada. So, because I can't afford daycare or to pay the woman that watches Aizen, that means that I can't go to school. So, I am sending a letter to my professors. It's only the last few weeks, so which is the most important because exams and stuff, but I'm praying that they're going to work with me. I can't afford it. And because of those teachers, they were in the school for a short time. There's international students there. That school has thousands of people. So you have no idea what people are, maybe went home for the weekend or went up to Toronto or went back home to China or wherever. You don't know. And if, God forbid, I was to get sick and give it to my son, I would never get over that. I would never forgive myself. And it's just because he's home, now I have to be home. And the other thing I worry about is because Aizen with his special needs, we are constantly meeting with people in the community, with therapists and doctors and programs. And, we don't have any programs as far as, I told you I'm desperately trying to find help for Aizen, but a lot of therapists and doctors we go to quite often, but we go to other free programs that I try to get him at least around other kids and, some education and stuff like early years of community living, things like that. They're not the programs he needs, which is a whole other video, but anyways, we are constantly around other people. So that is another great concern of mine. Are we okay? Um, the other thing that's really fucked up, and I'm going to quote this. It was in the Nugget, which is a newspaper in our town, and it was 2018. Doug Ford axed requirement for employees to provide at least 2 paid sick days per year and gave employees the power to require a doctor's note when workers take time off. The Public Health Agency of Canada is recommending that workplaces help contain the spread of COVID-19 by suspending the need for sick notes, relaxing time off policies, and reducing social contact when possible. You know, first of all, Ford is a fucking dick. He doesn't care about our special needs kids. He doesn't give a shit about our teachers. That guy with his shady history, how he is still the mayor of Toronto today, is fucking beyond me. He is heartless. He's just fucking cold, and he doesn't care. All he cares about is his fucking money. So, I'm going to switch here real quick just because I want to read you something. Jimenez said Thursday that a permanent law should be put in place to give workers 7 paid sick days per year and 10 unpaid days for emergencies without fear of losing their job, which I totally agree with. Now that this is going on and people are being sent home or they can't work or whatever the case may be, you know, these are people that rely on their work. They rely on their jobs to put food on the table. There's single parents like me. There's parents of special needs children. It's what are they supposed to do in this time? And nobody seems to care about that. You know, they were paying us for every day that the teachers went on strike. But what about now that our kids are going to be out of school for 3 weeks, especially for kids like Aislinn, who it is imperative, it is crucial that they have structure, they have their education. Like I can teach Aislinn from home, but it's taking them out of their environment that they're used to, where they are learning to not only learning the subjects they need to know, but being around other kids, especially for Aislinn, because he doesn't do well with other kids. You know, there's just, I think that what they're doing is right for once, you know, closing the schools and trying to limit the amount of people that are getting sick. But what are you going to do about people who can't work for the next few weeks or however long, it may be longer? You know, how are we supposed to be, we're not going to get paid leave. How are we going to put food on our table? Like, I won't get paid. I highly doubt I'm going to get paid for the next few weeks not going to work. They're not going to do that, you know. And it's not a lot of money, but that money is what helps me put food on my table. Actually, that money is what does put food on my table, because I'm a month behind on my rent. All the money that I have coming in right now, which is not a lot, I'll be lucky if I get $586 a month for my child tax credit. I get $50 for my Trillium. That's the only money that I have coming in every month right now. And then my part-time job. So that money that I work for literally is what puts food on my table. The rest goes to my bills. And it doesn't even cover that. It barely covers my rent. And the rest of the time, I've just been selling stuff in my house. I have a lot of antiques and old stuff that I've been trying to sell. So it is just a bad time. You know, I keep saying this, but I'm trying to finish my book, but between work and school and Aislinn and his behavior getting progressively worse, I'm having a really hard time getting my book done, and that's what's going to set us up. So I'm hoping that I can use these next 3 weeks in in a constructive way that I can finally get caught up on everything, get my book done, and finally get on the track where I want to be. So they're closing all the schools, um, all any kind of gatherings in the cities, not just North Bay, but this is everywhere. They're closing. All concerts are being canceled. Sports activities are being canceled. Um, ooh, I just got an email that the funding, that $1,000 emergency funding I got, because the last of what I had to pay Diane came out of that, so now we're depleted. But there was an extra $45 that wasn't covered, that because we went over, that I had to pay, which it's only $45, but that's a lot for me. I just got a message from Leanne saying that they covered it, so woohoo! It's only $45, but it's an extra $45 I don't have. Okay, so what else? You know, I have to say that we are lucky because we are where we are. We're low risk for getting the virus, but and I'm jumping back and forth here. All the retirement homes here have been closed. A couple of them closed indefinitely until this is completely gone, because I'm trying to, I can't quote it because I can't remember, but somebody in the Nugget said, one of the doctors said, that this virus is literally a death sentence for the elderly, because if you have a somewhat healthy immune system, you know, you'll eventually get over it. But for the elderly, it's literally, especially when they have heart disease and hypertension and things like that, it's literally a death sentence for them. So they're not taking any chances. They closed all the doors to all the retirement homes and the retirement, any kind of retirement facilities where there's elderly or sick or whatever. So they're not allowed visitors or anything like that. A couple of them, the only people are allowed in there are for the palliative care. The North Bay Hospital are limiting their visitors. So we're doing all this, and we're low risk for the virus, but it's progressing so quickly that you just don't know. And I've gotten shit from a couple people on Facebook about how I'm overdoing it. You know what? You have the right to your opinion. I'm a single mother. I have a child who has special needs. I am all alone. And a lot of people have died from this virus. So, no, I am not taking any chances. I am not, even in the slightest way, going to put my child's life at risk. So if that means me not going to school and just working from home and my grades having to suffer a little bit, and me having to scrounge to make money to put food on the table, or just make homemade food, which is what I'm learning to do. I mean, whatever I have to do to protect my family, that's what I will do. So you have the right to your opinion, but you don't have the right to tell me what to do in my life with my family. This is my job to protect my child, and I will protect my child whatever way I feel best. You know, people take life for granted. Well, it's not going to happen to me. Do you know how many people say that every day? And then they go on the news, or they write a book, or they go on YouTube and they say, you know, I said it was never going to happen to me, and it does, so please. And then they try to spread awareness. And you know how many people have said that over and over and over again? It can happen to you. And one day it probably will. So, no, with the life I've led, I'm not taking any chances. My son is my entire life. My children, my grandchildren are my entire life, and I will never, for 1 second, even a 1%, risk them for any reason. And that's another thing that is just, I have children in Florida. I have grandchildren. It's worse there than it is here. So, and I can't get home to them. So I have to worry about them every single day. So this is a stressful time for everybody. But this is a stressful time for everybody. It's a very scary time. You know, this has become like worldwide now. So I just wanted to update you guys on what's going on here. That I'm here for anybody that wants to talk, needs support, or, you know, you guys leave messages in the comments, and that way other people can comment. They can learn, each other can learn what's going on in their area. They can be supportive of each other, and I don't want any negative comments. Every time there's a negative comment, I get it before it gets posted, so I won't allow that. So if you want to be negative in any way, then find somewhere else to go, because on my channel, I'm all about supporting people. This world has enough evil and cruelty. We need to start banding together and be supportive of each other, be there for each other, help each other, especially through times like this. As always, don't forget to like this, please, if you wouldn't mind. And if you're not a subscriber, by all means, hit that subscribe button and hit the bell, so because I'll have videos popping up all the time, and that way you can know when they're popping up. My channel is mostly about sexual violence, addiction, and special needs children. That is what I advocate for. I am a survivor of sex trafficking and sexual assault, and I'm trying to share my story and help to inspire others so they can share their stories, to offer my support and help in any way I can. So Mommy Bear is always here for you guys anytime. If you don't want to leave the comments, just message me. My information is always below. As always, I love you guys very much. I so appreciate that you coming to my channel out of all the other channels out there. Help me grow my channel. Help me bring awareness. And I'm here for anybody, anytime, anywhere, okay? Love you, and please, please stay safe, okay? Hey guys, I just wanted to update you. The first part of this video I did this morning, and it is now 6:30, and 2 more cases were confirmed. Nipissing University is now canceling all classes. Of course, my college, which is in the same, Nipissing and Canadore University are partners. They're like all in the same place. They're even in the same building. Canadore still has not canceled classes, but they've had sexual assault allegations there. It's happening again. That president just doesn't give a shit about anybody. And for those of you that have been with me for a long time, know what I went through the first couple of years when I was in business accounting administration. The only reason that I still attend that college is because it's the only one close enough that I can go to that offers the program that I need to learn about Aislin's disorder, as well as my own, and to get the education I need for what I need to be educated on. So we are now within just a few hours. We've got 2 more cases. So I'm going to upload this now, but I will keep you posted. Every day we're getting new information from my college, as well as about the kids' schools, like all publicly funded schools, all high schools. They're all closed until April 5th. Nipissing is actually closing until like the rest of the entire semester, until like April 17th. So I will keep you posted every day that I hear something new. And I'd appreciate you guys to do the same. Just leave me a message in the comments if there's something that I uploaded that you heard of different that was not included. I would so appreciate you putting that in the comments, not just for me, but for other people to read as well. So, guys, please do not take any chances. Okay, I know it's boring sitting at home, but especially if you have kids, there are a lot of things that you can do at home. Like I've researched the internet and I've come up with some really good ideas for Ace and I as far as painting, arts and crafts, coloring, doing workbooks. Him and I are gonna tomorrow. We're gonna start making these healthy cupcakes that I found. Um, there's all different kinds of things that you can find to do at home that are lots of fun, and it's safer than going out into public. So um, just please stay safe, and I'll keep you updated as much as I can, okay? Love you. This is the last time I'm going to update on this video. I'm going to update you guys again tomorrow, but the toll is now up to 64. And I believe those are in BC. So it's not here in Ontario, but told you guys it's coming fast. So just stay home, stay safe, and we'll keep each other updated, okay?